welcome out to this week's episode of Gamers Council. I am your host, the one with the lightsaber. Sorry. Anyway, and WebDave, and of course my co-host with the most host. It's RHETRI. What's up, RHETRI?
What's going on? What's up, RHETRI? What's up, Dave? What's up, Tavish? I'm gonna call you Tavish. I'm gonna try to call you Tavish tonight and try not to call you.
My name.
That's my goal.
Like
Tavish.
Yeah. So Doomcutie is fashionably late. Called it.
No.
But
remember,
she hopefully should be here.
The future.
She is the future. She is from the future. She's the future.
Technically, she's already here. We just
I sent it the link directly to her. So hopefully it's not the whole time change thing. So she's gonna be an hour late. But,
and if she is, it's all good. You know,
yeah, it's fine.
We still love having her on, and she'll be here as soon as she can. So, no worries, folks. We have got a show for you. Yes, boy, this is a lot to talk about. Ups and downs, highs and lows, and man, the future of gaming is looking really bright if you're in the right ecosystem. Just saying.
Oh, slander. We've barely gotten started. He's already talking that shit.
No. Yes.
Hey, back from the dead. Don't stop telling my secrets. I was playing Fortnite with them not too long ago. We had a good time. Got some wins, so it was good.
We did. You know what? We have because we know we could actually start the show because we got this.
Because Adidas is here. $10 super chat. What's going on, brother? He says,
"Thank you so much,
I'm here." I do have to send out a shout out to Adidas before I read this next one. He gifted me RoboCop, man, out of the blue. So I appreciate that, Adidas. That was super nice. You definitely don't have to do that sort of stuff. Appreciate you, brother.
Now read the next one since she's here.
Now I will read it because she made it. Adidas, I was just saying you were being fashionably late too, Doom. Thank you for being here.
Apologies.
I was a little worried that there was the whole time change. I was like, shit, she's gonna be an hour late. No worries. Adidas 20 with the $5 says, sending flowers to the cutie. We're not sure who he's talking to. It could be me, could be Dave.
Oh well.
Could be Tavish. We'll never know, but it's probably Doomcutie. It's probably Doomcutie.
She's adorable and she's wonderful and she's so freaking awesome. We love having her on. Doomcutie, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's amazing to be here. And hello, Chad, and thank you, Adidas, again. No, it's always lovely to come on here to the Gamers Council. So it's going to be a good one.
Great. It's been far too long since we've had you on, and we definitely are glad you're here. And of course, our other guest tonight, which we were kind of talking to a second ago, is Tavish, which would be, well, you would actually call him the NerdPropellant is his Etsy store.
Indeed.
And we will pull that up here a little later and talk about it a little bit as well too. And that has some really cool stuff on it. Especially for the ever expanding fan base for Sea of Thieves.
Yo, it's kind of dude, it is timely that we have a nerd on here. That's kind of
almost
funny.
Like I thought before I invited somebody.
Did you do that? Did you do that on purpose, Dave, or was it a coincidence?
Maybe I can't hurt his sales.
I'm going to give you the flowers either way. I'm going to give you the flowers for that either way.
I'm all happy for more sales. I'm there.
Yeah,
pay rent, right?
We're definitely going to talk about that. That is the one thing that has got this community split very much down the middle. But whatever. I don't care. I'm here for the games. So
RHETRI, I gotta say, man, we have over 60 people in chat so far. We got FarQ, who was being insulting earlier. No, just kidding. FarQ, we love you.
Yeah,
man.
FarQ.
I'm so glad that you're here. Timmy's here. Oh my gosh, RSK fan is here. Timmy. And so many more. E-Ranks is here. Oh my god, let's see. Here we got the legendary Yobi. So glad that he's here. Bob Z is here. Gaming Fire. Let's see. Zappo. Hello, Zappo. And of course, Adele. is here. 114. I love it. I love it. And why so serious is here. Oh my! You know what? I don't even have it queued up. And what is wrong with me?
You got it. Yeah.
I do have it.
What you doing over here?
But, you know.
Why so serious?
There we go. There we go. Let's see. Gaming Flame. We got Crispy Bomb. Crispy's in the house,
Crispy.
Dude. You're awesome.
We got
so
Mogs
many
E. I don't know if he's new here or if I've just never noticed his name. But if you're new here, Mogs, welcome. Or if you just change your name, I'm not sure, but I don't recognize that name. So
wait, people change their name on here?
Yes, all the time.
Alt accounts
yes.
people have those too.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I get people attacking me from their alt accounts because they are too much of a pussy.
Hold on, Xena.
Yeah.
RHETRI.
Let's see. What?
Goodness.
I could say the P word here.
Are you right? No, maybe you did. Who knows?
Yeah.
So let's kick things off. So glad everybody's here. And plus, one of the cool things about our friends in the community is like Doomcutie. I know we're going to talk about here in a little bit as well too. Basically, season 2 of Confessions of a Gamer Girl is on, and my gosh, it's really awesome. I love it. And plus you've got some really cool merch too. People need to check that out as well to help out the cause.
I know people got excited when they saw that mug, but that was actually a gift that I gave myself and the girls when we started the podcast. So
Gotcha.
I don't have anywhere that I'm actually selling it.
Well, we're going to fix that, aren't
Maybe
we?
you should. Yeah. Maybe you should.
Look, if there's
I love mugs.
If there's enough interest, sure.
Every time I take a sip, Doom, it could be an advertisement for you. Right? Yeah, exactly. See?
Yeah, see
right
that's a nice one. That's nice.
And put it on the bottom every time you put the pinky up and you do a little sip. Get subliminal messages like one frame. Yeah. There you go.
Season 2 has just kicked off for Confessions of a Gamer Girl podcast. I've actually got a Discord chat that they're currently messaging me on now.
Nice.
Honestly, I'm so happy that we were able to continue into season 2 because obviously, a lot changes, especially in the podcasting space, and you have to manage a team, and there's a lot that goes on in the background that I think is just unseen. So, I continue to pump out content onto our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, check it out. I did see someone mention that they haven't seen me since I was on Xbox Infinite. Well, man, you got to subscribe to Goag. I'm there.
Exactly.
And we've had content out every single week since we started on July 1st last year. So go check that out. And
Nice.
Our newest member, Shay, she's actually a lecturer at a university for people who are studying gaming. So that's
super cool.
Yeah.
There you go. Welcome
love
out
to see
Paris Lily. We're so glad to see you here in the chat as well.
Didn't he say that shit the last time?
He did.
Literally the last show. I think that's all he said. I think he's just like, Final Fantasy VII should be on Xbox.
Exactly.
Agreed.
It should be.
But
It should be. And another thing too, just to that point, if you're like, well, how can I find Doomcutie? How can I find, all these other great people that we have in the description below? Even if you listen later on the audio version, it's in the description. We have the links right there. You can click right on. Not only just Doomcutie's personal, but right there also with the Gamer Girl, Confessions of a Gamer Girl. Look at the whole thing in there. Is there as well. So easy to find, easy to subscribe to, and they're booming up. They've passed the 500 mark long time ago, and keep growing all the time. And you definitely need to subscribe to them.
I know.
We
actually last Wednesday, we hit 600 live on the show. So that was
nice.
Cool.
It's always good to hit those even numbers.
Yes, it's very good for the OCD.
Yep. I'm the same way. Yeah. No, I hate odd numbers.
And with the Etsy link for Tavish to the NerdPropellant, there is in the description also gives you the code if you Gamers Council one word, where you get 20% off if you use our code. Hello, purchase
go.
now.
There you
I
go.
know
Yeah.
Paris
We're actually going to
probably
be
needs
selling
some cool
tumblers
CFD
pretty
stuff, too.
soon, actually. So they're not on the store yet, but probably in the next week or two, we're going to start selling some gaming themed sort of tumbler designs. So
Very cool.
Oh,
Doomcutie,
nice.
if you're looking for somebody to give you a logo on a cup or something, just look me up.
See, look at this.
There
Yeah,
you go.
see, Doomcutie,
Amazing.
There you go. There you go.
we might have to talk later, darling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Nerd's
Amazing.
got some real. Damn it, I did it. Tavish. I was so close. Tavish has got some
Oh,
really
you did?
cool stuff.
Oh, man.
I already screwed that up. That took 5
That's all right.
seconds. Yeah, he's got some really cool stuff on his page, guys. So check it out in the links below for sure.
Definitely. Well, RHETRI, as we've pandered to our audience for a few seconds, let us get on to your first subject that you always like to get things warmed up with.
Sure. I like to ask everybody what they've been playing and any movies and TV shows that have caught your interest. So we'll start with Milady in the upper left-hand corner up there. I know.
Oh.
I don't know if you're still playing this. I hope you're still playing the same game as the last one I heard. I don't know if you could talk about it, but it's very interesting. So why don't you tell us what you've been playing, Doom?
If you didn't see myself and RHETRI on our Post Ups podcast, this will be an interesting one for you. I'm not sure how much your audience is crossover, WebDave, but you know. So I was playing and reviewing a game.
It's good.
I'm sorry. I'm just afraid of what happened last time.
So remember, this is a rated R podcast. You can go
whatever
wherever you
you
want
want,
with this. Yeah.
I was playing Ultros. So Ultros is a Metroidvania, kind of psychedelic, kind of theme side-scrolling game. Beautiful graphics, absolutely stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Stop bearing the lead. Tell them where it takes place.
You wake up all of a sudden in the uterus of a demon.
There it is.
In space.
I love it.
Wow.
I'm so easily entertained.
Right?
Yeah,
hey, I like to see different things, so I'm all about it.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's really interesting. The story is great. The art is great. What else can I say?
Is it fun to play?
Yeah, hell yeah. It has
Does it
a
have
bit of
playability
gardening.
more than 30 hours?
It's got a. Oh no, it's about 15 hours long. So it's
that works. That works.
No, it's playable for someone who has a full-time job. You know what I mean?
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Yeah.
But no, fantastic. You can download the free demo on Steam. So and it's out now, but not on Xbox, only on PlayStation and PC.
Big Mad Mo wants to know, what game is this? You got his curiosity out. What's it called again?
Like
Ultros.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put it in the chat. Ultros.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Check it out, Big Mad Mo. You're gonna love
so
it.
I've been playing that, and I've been playing a lot.
I'm sorry.
What?
Read that.
No, it's not you, Doom. It was my buddy.
God.
It says 15 hours. It only lasts 15 seconds. Jim Ryan.
Just another shot in the dark. All right.
Confessions right here. All right.
You know, I love a good confession, gamers. You know that.
Yeah. Happens to the best of us, buddy. Walk it off. Oh. Sorry. All right, go ahead, too.
I've actually been playing some Power World and Minecraft with my daughter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you caught? Because last time I talked to you, Doom, I felt a little bit of slander coming from you with Power World.
I would never.
Have you come over to the? Have you come over to the dark side? And are you enjoying Power World? Or are you just like playing it because your daughter's playing it? And
I'm mostly there to criticize my daughter's gameplay style. I have no idea about farming or resource management or anything. yeah, so so we've been playing a lot of that. And then what else? In regards to things I've been watching, there are two things. Nothing to do with gaming. But I've been indulging myself in a bit of reality TV with Married at First Sight. Yes, I know. And then on the flip side, I've been watching the new Halo series, which I'm really loving. It's really in its redemption arc, I think. And I think if this was the first season, it probably would be a lot more popular, like other
I agree.
game-adapted TV shows.
Yep. The second season is fire.
I hated the first season. Like every single thing about it. I hated.
Tavish, you know what I did, Doom? I don't. A lot of these things, I want to love them so bad, I almost trick myself into thinking it's good when I know it's shit. And season 1 for me was like, more I thought about it, the more angry I got, and I was like, no, it's bad.
No, Master, I didn't like it.
Honestly, I didn't. It's not. It was the writing was just so bad. I don't mind like him taking off his helmet. Like none of that stuff bugs me. I know they had to do that. For me, it didn't matter. But yeah, season 1 was doo-doo.
There was such a long list of other things that annoyed me, and I was more disappointed in. I hated all of it. Like, but man, there was some rough stuff. Like the CGI, like the last episode.
I loved Kai.
Like the worst. Yeah, Kai was okay.
She's the best. No, she's not okay. She's the
Tavish. I feel like you're holding
moonwalk
back
on that, Tavish. Yeah. Big Mad Mo. See, not everyone. Yeah, Big Mad Mo loved the first season. So there you go. Good for you, Mo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for it to all be out, and then I'm going to binge it.
Same.
So I'm going to have it watched yet. So. But that's cool. That's cool.
Don't get Paris started on binging. I don't want to have him complain about that whole thing.
Paris can talk about whatever he wants. He's welcome.
I'll tell you right now, I know what you're talking about, Tavish. I agreed with Paris on that because I can't stop binging stuff. So it's more like
a podcast. Jeez, where am I?
I can't help it. Like I'll sit there and watch the whole damn thing. That's unhealthy. Tavish. So
who cares? You're American. You don't care about your health. Come on.
I probably should. Yeah, America. All right, we'll go to you next, Tavish. What games have you been playing, and any movies and TV shows that have you been watching?
Still playing a lot of Forza. That's kind of like my casual go-to if I'm just chilling in a party. Played a little bit of Halo. Playing a little bit of Starfield. Kind of mixing those things up. So. Not a lot of brand new stuff. I didn't really get into Power World. I haven't given a chance yet, to be fair. I might or might not. I don't know. I never cared about Pokemon, so like I don't really.
Me either.
But mechanically, it sounds fantastic. So I am interested. It's just a matter of whether or not I want to give it a shot. I've been playing Prey. Oh,
nice.
Arcane's games, I swear, I get like 2/3 of the way through them on my first try, and then I just can't. Can't finish them. And so like I'll come back years later, I'll be like, this is fantastic. What the hell? What was I doing? And so I'm kind of going through that now. I'm probably, I don't know, maybe halfway or something through that. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. What have I been watching? True crime stuff, like usual on the Netflix.
On the Netflix,
Dune, I watched the very first Dune. We talked about this a little bit ago, but so watch that. I'm excited to go check out the theater experience maybe in the next week or so for the sequel, now that I've gotten the first one under my belt. So we'll just have to see if I talk myself out of that and just get lazy and decide, no, I'm not going to bother going and spending however. I don't even know how much. It's been so long. It was like pre-pandemic last time I went to a theater. So I have no idea what space bucks or what sort of Bitcoin currency people are using. You got to sell a kidney
to get in there now. So but, I'm glad you watched Dune Part 1. I'm super excited to watch the second one in the theater. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't watched Dune at all.
You haven't watched the first one yet?
No. Maybe I should watch it.
I would try it. I think you should. I think you should at least give it a try. Yeah, I loved it.
It's like sci-fi, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely sci-fi.
Very much sci-fi.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, the novels are really good.
He says he can't wait for House of Dragon season 2. Yeah.
Me either.
That's
no.
that show.
Bridgerton season 3. Boys, get on it. All right. Bridgerton, if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's very cool. The men are either frustrating or you want to be them.
Is that Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Okay. It's set in the Regency period.
Nice. I think my wife's watching that. Seems to like it. I haven't had a chance to pick that up yet or to watch that.
The scenes. She's not watching it for the lore, darling. She's not.
Well, maybe I do need to watch this.
Why are you trying to get us to watch this, Doom? This was a trap. I didn't know.
I'm sure you can find some sort of male edit for it, like on YouTube or something.
Shaun T says, it's a sexy time show. It's a sexy time show. All right. I got you.
Girls got to eat.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
if you're not feeding her, WebDave, you know what I mean?
Oh, shit. Calling you out.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Stop, please.
Anyway.
Where's the undo button?
Read the comment from Paris.
He said, Paris says, Dune has become my new obsession. Yeah, it's good, man. Paris, I'm guessing, did you go back and watch the original and the TV one? I kind of like the TV one too. The original movie.
Are there two of them? Are there?
Well, the original one.
They did the original movie, right?
Right. That's the David Lynch one, right?
Yep. With Sting.
Yeah, and then there's the made-for-TV one. Actually, I think there's been more than one, right, Dave? Has there been 2 direct-to-TV ones?
I don't.
I might be wrong.
I didn't.
There's at least 2 other versions of Dune outside of this. So yeah, check it out if you want.
So did Paris only see this recently? Because wasn't he in the ornithocopter? Where I don't know what they call that thing at I don't know, not E3 last year or something like that.
Yes.
Am I imagining that?
Yeah, no. He was there. They were talking about the expansion, the free add-on. Yep.
Oh yeah.
And he was there.
Yeah.
That was his section, so it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Paris does a really good job on those, and very impressive when he does those. So hopefully he'll have to do some more things this summer. We're hoping.
Mm-hmm.
So. But yeah, so for me, I'll make this quick. Everyone needs to watch this right here, The Last Airbender on Netflix.
Yeah, it's good.
I watched the whole thing through twice. It is absolutely flawless and amazing and great, and can't say enough good things about it. And then playing Power World and Final Fantasy 14, so enjoying that a lot. And yes, I haven't ventured off anything else. Still trying to get used to my sleep schedule. So the new one. So it's a little, but when I do, that's where I'm at. And I actually finally got to see the new Dune, and it is.
Oh, you did?
Amazing,
jealous, dude.
Yes. Don't be jealous. Don't miss it in theaters.
There's no way.
Boom.
How much did it run you? I'm just curious.
How much did it run me to go see it?
Yeah.
Cheater.
0.
He's got family.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Just saying.
Yeah. We'll never know the real cost.
We'll never know. The real human cost of seeing Doom.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh goodness. RHETRI, what about yourself?
Been playing a lot of games. I got gifted some games from awesome people in this community. Yeah, so I got gifted RoboCop, so I've been playing RoboCop. I got gifted Helldivers 2, so I've been playing. Thank you, Galvinson, for that, by the way. I've been playing Helldivers 2, which is a lot of fun, and Dead Island 2. I'm still trying to finish that right now. I'm stuck, and playing Fortnite. As I was playing Fortnite a couple hours ago with some people. I just love that game so much. But yeah,
how's the new season?
I love it. I like the whole Greek mythology thing.
Yeah.
But I've never seen, since I started playing no build, I don't know, a year and a half ago I think it was when I started. I've never seen a season have so many issues, server issues, crashes, a lot of dropping of the frames and stuff. Like my PC went down to 30 frames and was stuck there for a little while. So it seems to be a lot of issues going on. Hopefully they'll get their get their shit together over there on Epic. But honestly, I love that's my favorite shooter. Everyone knows that. I talk a lot of shit about it, so or say nice things about it, I should say. But that's why back from the dead, who I played with 2 hours ago, by the way, used to made fun of me for like a year and a half for playing that game, calling it a kid's game, and this motherfucker is playing it now. You believe this shit? Yeah,
I love that.
So shout out to you back for seeing the light. Welcome to Fortnite, man. It's a good game. If you guys haven't tried it because you're scared of the whole building thing, don't be scared, man. Just play in the no build. That's what all us old people are doing. And it's
Amen.
Yeah, it's true. That's what every time I talk to the older guys, they're like, "Yeah, I ain't fucking with those kids. Like they just build pyramids and shit. Come on, like I can't keep up with those guys. No way.
Bully you. It's awful. Yeah.
They will
Honestly,
I'll have a bunch of 10-year-olds like teabagging you after they kill you. Like that's not cool, man. Like that's not cool. Adidas 20 the $5 says Microsoft getting 70% off of every copy of Sea of Thieves. Thanks, Sony, for help keeping Game Pass prices down. We definitely, I definitely do want to talk about that. Is I'm with you, Adidas. I'll just kind of delve into that first topic, really. So, according to the internet, because I did zero research on this, I'm just assuming not everyone's lying. So, Sea of Thieves is currently great host, right? #1 best-selling pre-order game on PlayStation Store for the US, also in France, UK, and Germany. So, I guess Xbox games don't suck. Narrative destroyed. What do you guys think about this? I don't know if you guys care about Sea of Thieves going to the other systems, but I'll start with you, Doom. What do you think about this pre-order thing going over on PlayStation? Sea of Thieves just obviously being #1 and killing it over there before it even comes out. What are your thoughts?
No, I absolutely love it. And what a turn for Xbox fans, like, I mean, we should be proud of the things that Xbox has contributed to the games community, and now we all get to play it. And when we all play, we all win.
Right?
Exactly.
Love
So
it.
Phil Spencer's dream, his dream has come to fruition, and this image just cracks me up.
Blasting on Ronan. Oh, poor Ronan. I'm sure he'll do fine.
Yeah, I look, I really hope that this revitalizes Sea of Thieves for us,
I mean, are the number, does it need, I don't even know, like, maybe Tavish, does Sea of Thieves need help right now? Is like, has it taken a huge dip or anything? Or is it?
Not really, but it's always good to have a lot more, it's always good to have a more, like a sort of an exciting influx of people. Like we saw that with the Monkey Island stuff last year and the year before, whatever it was. We saw it with
when they did the Disney thing. Yeah.
And it's always good to have, more people, more energy around it. And I say that as somebody who makes money on the energy being around it. So totally take my word for it.
That's a good point.
But,
mine in your pockets, Tavish.
Right, Tavish?
So make sure everyone play. No. But like, another thing I think is sort of interesting on the periphery of that, just sort of news item, I guess.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens when Grounded comes out, which I think is in a month-ish, I believe. Is that right? Or I think it's in April sometime, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was April, but honestly, I can't remember what the dates were anymore.
Or something maybe. But anyway, I think that in the service game space, there's your kind of the ceiling for you to do well is about, how many people you can capture and how much playtime you can sort of capture.
Right.
I think it's interesting, the potential dynamic where Xbox puts its first party service games on PlayStation, while PlayStation is almost desperate to try to find more traction in the service game space on its own with its own gamers. I think Helldivers is doing great. MLB's done well for them. GT7 I'm sure is doing well. Destiny, I don't know, is whatever it's doing.
To be fair on MLB too, they only doubled sales when they literally doubled
right,
sales
and
when it
that's
brought
not
over
going.
to Xbox.
And that money isn't going over to Sony though, right? That's going to MLB as the publisher of that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we know who's behind that.
Yeah, Sony's cut is just to pay for Sony San Diego to handle it. But I think it's interesting in the sense that like you put those games over there, is it going to put up more roadblocks for Sony's own first party titles to find some success amongst their own gamers?
That's a good point.
And I would
yeah.
never think that, I doubt that was like any, remote intention, like strategy wise from Phil, but I could see Matt Booty seeing like, maybe this could be an interesting thing.
Gangsta Booty Peaches.
Exactly. He's a little bit of a cutthroat, I think. So, it'll be interesting to see if they put Flight Sim over there or other, already successful kind of, I don't want to call them AA kind of service games, but they're not like the gigantic Call of Duty, Minecraft, Fortnite kind of stuff. They're the stuff like sort of at the tier below it, not in quality, but in terms of, like player scale.
Sure.
So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what kind of dynamics Sony has to deal with when they release other things beyond Helldivers out, in that space. So curious to see what happens.
We know they're definitely looking at more PC. PlayStation's looking at PC pretty hard, which I think they should be. I think Helldivers is a great example. I think there's an issue when you wait 3 or 4 years. The hype is gone. You're losing a lot of sales on PC, in my opinion.
Yeah, all that network effects just go out the window at that point because your friends aren't talking about it. The press isn't talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. You're just kind of okay,
Yeah, 100%.
Like in your old news.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I like that. What's the PlayStation number 8 for Ronin? That was the point. For a second, I thought that was talking about Star Wars Battlefront. When it comes to Ronin, I know I was very excited about Ronin until I saw gameplay, and I was like, I don't know, man. That one has me. I was very excited. This is like Silent Hill. I was super excited for Silent Hill, and Ronin were my top ones, and it's changed a little bit for me personally, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's go into the next little subject. I did just want to mention that whole Sea of Thieves thing. I think it's interesting. We're definitely gonna be paying attention to the numbers that are happening over at PlayStation. I know a lot of these guys are like, everybody buy it, everyone do this so we can get more games from Xbox. Which is weird energy for PlayStation guys to be saying that because they've been saying the games are shit forever. So we know they were lying. But
I think that meme about that they used about the whole Game Pass 68%, Metascore or whatever, that whole thing we've been hearing about for 5 or 6 years. I think that stemmed from Sea of Thieves actually.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
I do wonder if it will eventually there'll be a tipping point for PlayStation fans, people who are just dedicated to that platform, whether they'll be like, hang on, I'm spending, X amount of money paying for these games, but Xbox people can, get it for, cents.
Right.
I wonder what would be the tipping point for them.
Yeah. I mean, probably it'd have to be a plethora of games, I'd imagine, right? Because Sony does have a great back catalog of a lot of good IPs. So I think it's why I don't believe this set of 4 is the end. I think there will be more games coming over there. Yeah, I think Xbox is looking at Tencent and going, yeah, we want to do that. We want to do that. You know what I mean? Which is fair. It's their business. Not everyone likes it. A lot of people are afraid that it's going to ruin the console, side of things. And I understand that fear. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I like a lot of the points that are being made from some of the Xbox guys who think this could be an issue for the brand long term. Who knows? We're going to have to see how it plays out. That's why I think this is like a test too, to see they're successful, get some success. Sure. Some other stuff might come over. Whether that's Starfield and stuff, I don't think that's going to happen, but never say never. Look, I take it L's before.
Never going to happen, RHETRI. Never going to happen.
Yeah, I know Dave's putting his foot down. So, Dave's like, no, just say no. But bad, Phil. Don't do it.
I'm leaning in the direction of Dave myself, but I could see it's not as obvious to me one way or the other. So
Yeah.
I could see both sides of that.
Never going
And I think Doom made a good point actually too about like there is something to be said about a lot of these certain core gamers that sort of, you know, they're used to hearing about and thinking about, oh, Xbox as the other console. And I think a lot of people kind of just mentally, like sort of like subconsciously just sort of write off and find sort of ad hoc reasons to dismiss what the other platform's doing because it's kind of convenient to tell yourself, I don't need whatever they have, right?
Sure.
But at some point you put those games in front of them, and especially if their friends are all talking about it and everybody's sort of, you know, discussing it, like I'm sure what will happen, we'll see at these whenever it finally lands, and maybe even Grounded if we're lucky and all that stuff. Hi-Fi Rush too. Like I think that you could get to a point, probably not with 4 games, but I don't know, 8 games. Who knows, 10 games. I don't know, whatever it'll be. I think she's right that there could be a point where people just say, look, I have all these games. Why the hell am I doing spending 40, 50, 60, 70 bucks on all these stupid things? I could just get them for the cost of one of them. I could play 2 or 3 months of all of these on Game Pass, and I could play through all of them.
Yeah. And the thing is, they don't even need to buy a new console. Most, I assume that most people have a reasonably working PC. Like, for example, and even if they don't, like, we were playing. Well, no, we were playing Power World on a laptop with the Xbox controller. Like, the seamlessness of PC Game Pass is just, you know, it's so well thought out, and it's so consumer friendly as far as I can see. And yes, this is a business, I get it. Like, yes, it's like you can have it for a smaller price here because you don't really care about the box or, you know, actually keeping the game. And then, you know, on the flip side, it's like, yes, they're going to pay a lot of money to play it on their favorite console, and Phil's going to get a percentage of that. Or you can just come and play with us, and it's just a lot. I don't, you know,
play with us, Danny. Sorry, I just went in a totally weird direction there. I was just thinking.
Yeah, that was quite random.
Yeah, I'm a random person. I'm kind of with you on that, Doom. Yeah. What the heck was that? Hold on. Sorry, I gotta. Go ahead.
I want to do a quick shout out. We were 250 people in the chat. Welcome out, one and all. We even have Axel. This guy is awesome. From this Sunday morning Xbox, and then of course he's got the iconic video games channel and show that he does too. And welcome, buddy. We're so glad that you're here. And man, it's what a we got so many people in the community that are jumping out tonight. This is awesome. Thank you all so much for being here. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And guys, this topic though, the game, you know, going over is like, you know, it has the potential to maybe, I mean, maybe not quite Minecraft numbers, but if they do it right and they keep, you know, putting it out there, you know, it has the, I guess, the footprint or the base where it can actually be as popular as something like a Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
Why not grow it to its full potential? Because it's more money for more games for us. And if you have Game Pass, and what Doom was saying earlier about, you know, what's the tipping point? I don't know, but I think it's
Call of Duty
between now and the end of the year. Call of Duty is a good one because when you find out that, you know, Call of Duty and it's on the boxes when they sell them, and it's being able to promote with Xbox, and then you say, wait a minute, so this Game Pass, I pay a monthly fee, I get the brand new game, and now I'm going to get the entire library of Call of Duty that's ever been made. That's a pretty good deal. Just saying, that could be the tipping point.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to ignore. I mean, I don't know how your average gamer thinks about stuff, but I'm cheap, and there's no way if I was PlayStation only, and that all the things you just said happened, Dave, which they're going to. There's no way I wouldn't get an Xbox. There's 0% chance I wouldn't look at the other side and see the grass is greener over there. I would hop in a second. I'm not saying I would play PlayStation games anymore, But yeah, I would. Yeah, the deal. It's just too good of a deal to ignore.
Just one more thing, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Of course.
What did we say that the cut was that they get from every sale?
70%.
70%.
Yep.
So 70%
Microsoft.
of $70.
$49
Do the math. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can either pay $49 to Phil Spencer, put it in his pocket, or
personally.
you can pay. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank
Or you can pay. You can even get a free first month, or like what that $1
Yep.
first month. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So really, it doesn't benefit you doing this, but clearly everyone just wants to give Microsoft more money so Xbox can make more games. Like, I mean, I'm here for that. Totally.
Amen.
Yeah. We do. I do get it. I'm fine with this stuff, to be honest with you. I'm just about the games, and that if Game Pass just keeps going and doing what it's doing, I'm fine with it. But we do get a lot of pushback of people saying, well, they're hurting the brand. It's not good. And I understand that. I understand that argument, but I think at the end of the day, I mean, Xbox has told us there's going to be a new console. We're getting, the whole handheld rumors, and Sarah talking about they're going to have the biggest generational leap. AI, most likely AI.
Yep.
All these things, they're not going anywhere. Like I just don't see them. I think some of their fears are a little unfounded. They're not going to just say sayonara to 50 million people. They're not going to do that. Like, even if console games sales, the console themselves are capped out, you don't ignore that large of an audience who also is the mass majority of your Game Pass subscribers. You just be destroying a shit ton, billions of dollars. Like, it makes no sense. So I think people's fears of Xbox consoles being in trouble are maybe a little premature here. I think we just need to see. Yeah. Pals. I think we need to just chill for a second. And Xbox is in the best position they've literally ever been in. Ever.
The only way I see them hurting the brand is if they give them Halo's Gears and Forza. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the fear.
Starfield. No Starfield. But if they did that, then they would hurt the band. But
the thing is,
man.
I've said this on other podcasts. If I would actually be really hurt if Forza was put on PlayStation, just because it's been given so much crap and constantly being compared to Gran Turismo, and I don't think they deserve to enjoy it. Okay. Especially Horizon, I just don't.
I didn't think they deserved Hi-Fi Rush personally, but I was just being a dick. I was like, my Hi-Fi Rush.
I think as long as they have money, Xbox feels like they deserve it, so that they deserve to give them their money.
Yeah.
How would you guys feel about them releasing Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation whenever Forza Horizon 6 comes out?
No.
No.
I say no. But dude, there's the business side of me, and then there's the fanboy, and the fanboy is like, go fuck yourself. Like, that's
I gotcha.
That's out of Forza. That's the title that I love, and I kind of like.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know I sound like an a-hole where I'm like, I don't want to share my toys. I don't want to share that toy.
You know what, RHETRI?
And a bunch of other toys either.
I think if Phil wants to be generous, he could give him like one more game. I mean, I think they should give him Redfall.
I know. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going there.
Just see what they say about that. I bet they'd be like, it's the greatest game ever.
I wonder if they would like because I thought Redfall got, in my opinion,
not as bad as
I don't think
exactly.
I am with you, Tavish. I was just going there. I don't think it's as bad as people. We made fun of it. I streamed it. We made fun of it for hours. There was a lot of issues with Redfall, but it's come a long way. Sappho says, no, not even Redfall. You get nothing. Nothing. Yeah.
Is that like Willy Wonka? You get
nothing. Yeah.
Right.
I like that.
Love it.
What about Halo? Halo Infinite, just when the new Halo comes out.
Nope, don't care.
See, that just lights
I'm being petty. Yeah.
No, I know.
It's fine.
I know.
I think even if there is a business argument, I do think that Phil probably has a certain feeling on that can override that. I think he has a certain.
Oh, he did say that kind of.
Yeah,
he said as long as it
too,
doesn't hurt the Xbox brand. He did say that. And I know
And he
a lot
also
of people
said-
think that these 4 games already did that. I'm not so sure, but
right. And he also said
that's up for
the
debate.
way he phrased one of the things he phrased something along the lines of, don't expect everything because everything won't come. Like he seemed to indicate not just we don't know if everything will come, so don't expect it, but he seemed to suggest there were certain things that he already in his mind felt like aren't happening. And I do think that I'm kind of torn myself on whether it would be a good idea to do like a Forza Horizon 5 once 6 comes out, because then it's almost like putting your thumb in their eye and being like, look what we have and you don't. You can just come back and go buy an Xbox. But I do think that there's some of those things that would
Doom doesn't like
that would hurt. I know.
She's literally dying inside a little bit that might that could possibly happen.
Yeah. I think Halo would be absolutely off limits. I don't think that would be something that they would really like deeply consider. And
it's the icon. You'd be literally giving up your icon for the box. It would be exactly.
Gears, Fable,
and Forza. The big 3, right? That we always got made fun of. We only had 3 games.
I think I'd add Fable to the list. Maybe add Starfield to the list. I think you could maybe argue
Starfield is not going anywhere. Stop it.
No. To the other
start
list.
a petition
To the change.org petition. Yeah.
Oh. Well, really
I don't think
Fable.
I'm protective of Fable too. I say no, big no on Fable for me. Which now that I'm going through all the games, I'm seeing I'm saying less and less. Like I'm turning into Sappho. I'm like, no, fuck them. They get nothing.
Well, all right. So read what Sappho said just now, because this actually is a. Think about this.
He said, hey, they should get Killer Instinct. Yeah, a lot of people actually thought that might have been one of the 4 was give them some old Killer Instinct.
But the thing is,
he's choosing what to call out based on what he has on his soundboard at the moment, I think.
No. Right.
But if you, that's so funny. What do you mean? So anyway, but the point is, if that is a fighting game, which it's a great fighting game, I loved it in the arcade, absolutely just freaking loved it, man. So if it was available everywhere, like these other great fighting games are, then I would think that it could actually, because some people dismiss it because it's only Xbox PC. You know what I'm saying? So they don't, if it's not where everybody can play it, that multiplayer type game of a fighting game genre.
Sure.
That to me, that would almost make sense, where I would think would be okay to do. But I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying, oh, push it out here. It should be everywhere.
Clip it, Dave.
If they did it, it makes sense for the simple fact that it's it's something like that. Well, and there's another point too. Some people have said, because you guys were talking about, hey, I think Halo should definitely not be on a PlayStation. But you think about the PlayStation, or the Halo multiplayer. It's free to play on PC.
Don't go there.
On Xbox.
My game.
And I'm just saying, because if it's quote unquote
I know what you're
free
saying.
to play version, not the campaigns, not the old ones. I have a feeling if Doomcutie had her camera on right now, she'd be probably like daggers in her eyes at me. But
she's like,
I love you, Doom.
Yeah, exactly. Not okay.
But I'm she's not okay.
Just holding her knees, rocking back and forth.
Like, don't. I'm
saying it's going or could do. But do you see that that since it's already quote unquote free to play gas game?
Absolutely. And a lot of people said that. They're like, why Sea of Thieves and not Halo if it's the same? Because everyone was like, gas games are fine. Except for this one, right? Like, and I get it, right? Again, like, don't like
you guys were saying in Doom. I agree with you 1,000%. Halo is, it's coveted. It is brand loyal, specific. It needs to stay where it needs to stay.
100%.
Isn't Master Chief engraved on the bloody inside of the box?
He is.
He is.
Yeah, that's right.
Come on.
Good point, Doom.
Come on.
Yeah.
As if it's the heart.
It's the heart. Yeah. It's the beating heart. Absolutely. Yeah. No. All right. Let's move on to this little tidbit info. And I'm going to go through this stuff real quick. Dragon's Dogma 2, 30 frames per second, coming March 22nd from Capcom. 30 frames per second is now okay. I didn't know if you guys knew this. It's fine now. Breaking news.
Unless you're Starfield, right?
And right, I was breaking news. Starfield poo-poo, 30 frames per second. Everything else is okay.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
That sounds like a load of bullshit. Doom, do you care about 30 frames per second? Like, does that bother you? Does it make you sick when you play those games, or do you care?
No, I don't, because FPS stands for fun per second. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
I do not mind. And you know what? I love that Dragon's Dogma has been like, you know what? Fuck you guys, and you're releasing them around frames per second, because people have been waiting for this shit for so long. And you know what? They're going to absolutely foam at the mouth when they're playing this game at 30 frames per second. Thank you very much, gamers. Like, I've seen I think people have been playing around with the character creation in the game, and
looks amazing.
Man, it looks amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Absolutely.
And I know Red Dead Panda has been simping hard for this game, so she's all about Dragon's Dogma too. Tavish, what's your whole take on like the 30 frames thing? Try to go fast through this. Does this bother you?
No, it doesn't bother. It depends on the game and the genre and what kind of.
I think that's the right. I feel like that's a good answer. Depends, right?
And all my answers are good. What do you mean, RHETRI? Come on.
All right.
I mean, I do think that there's a much deeper like technical like question like discussion around it that nobody ever has, which is obnoxious, like how the human eye actually registers motion with your brain and everything. But that's a whole deeper thing. But I think generally speaking, my view is let the developers do whatever the hell they want, and you can react to it when it comes out and you actually have your hands on it. They have their own creative vision for what they prioritize, what they think is important. They have play testers who are paid to, give them their feedback, and then hopefully it turns out and a good experience. And I play Forza at 30 FPS, which I know is sacrilege to a lot of people, but
what?
Over it. I got to have that ray tracing and the pretty graphics.
Okay.
I gotta have
I mean, it looks beautiful. It but you know what? But you have a choice. That's the difference,
exactly.
Right? You have
true.
a choice.
That's a good point. That's true.
That's
true.
A big difference. I think.
I guess I would say if that's what they want to do, and they build a game that feels good at 30, and there are plenty of games that do. There's also some that don't. Then I'm all for it. It's up to the developers as far as I'm concerned. So, I mean, a lot of us, we watch, a lot of people talking about how great, the Dune movie was. They didn't go and see that at 60 FPS in the theater, right? Theater and movie playback is a lot different, and people don't complain about it in the same way or talk about it in the same kind of way there. So I think it's not really about the visual impressions sometimes people have so much as it is like, the tactile input latency thing. I get that.
Yeah.
That's why it depends on the game. Like some games,
right,
you can feel it.
That's why sometimes I take issue with it. Yeah.
The people who say that it makes them feel ill are the people that play first-person shooters. That is when it can feel.
Motion sickness.
Notice the
I hear all about it.
Happened to me today, and for the people who say you can't tell, yes, you can. I instantly knew something was wrong on Fortnite today when it was locked at 30, and I look up to the right, there it is, 30 frames a second. So for me, I was like, holy shit, something's going on. But to like what Mash said, he says, I think any shooter or heavy combat mechanical games need 60 FPS or more, in my opinion. But rest, I don't mind the FPS as much. And I agree with that. Like, I know we leave it up to the devs. If it's a shooter, I do want it to be 60 plus. But some games do feel better, or almost feel like they're 60 when they're 30. So some games can pull that off. Right. I thought Starfield did a great job of it. I didn't feel like it was too jarring. I felt the same way. I know a lot. I think when Destiny 1 first came out, I'm pretty sure it was at 30 frames, and I felt like that was one of the first games that tricked me. But I think it's different per game. You know what I mean? But Dragon's Dogma, 30 frames a second. The game looks great. It looks like a lot of fun. Hopefully, the frame rate that we're seeing right now isn't the actual frame rate.
I was gonna say, this isn't doing the discussion in your favor.
Yeah. It's really not.
It's
really
from
not.
YouTube, so yeah, there
it's
you go.
it's YouTube. But I know even when did the live thing, it was dipping below 30, even like even though outside of StreamYards. But yeah, all right. So the other thing I want to talk about real quick was Jez Gordon confirming Starfield is not being worked on for the PlayStation 5 after rumors were circling. Once again, I don't know if it came from Twitter. Honestly, I wasn't even paying attention. I must not have been paying attention to Twitter. What the hell was going on? That Jez even had to come out and say that this was happening. So maybe I was just not paying attention to.
I think it was just some random person that claimed it.
So Dave, do you have something to say, sir?
I'm just. It's Starfield's not coming to the PlayStation 5. Get the fuck over it, people.
He's sticking to it.
I don't know. I kind of want them to do it just to see WebDave
just to watch the world burn
off, just to go off.
Like
she's going Joker on you. I just want to see the world burn.
Colin Moriarty would do brag, and it's not worth it. It's not worth upsetting Dave.
Oh God, please, yes, Tavish. Just for that reason alone, I don't want to hear Colin go. Told ya, told you guys, told you. You don't listen to me. I told you I was gonna come over. Yeah, I don't think it's coming over either. I think it's too iconic of a game, but who knows? Who knows? And what do you guys think in chat?
All the time you would have listening to Reforge just go on and on about how he was right and how the world revolves around him, and
that alone should be a good enough reason for them not to tell you.
Ever bring that to PlayStation.
Yeah. That's what they have $5,000 PCs for. It's over there too. Go use your $5,000 PC that you keep telling us you have. Another quick thing is, and I don't know if anyone saw the new trailer or whatever, but I just wanted to bring this up. Abdel, I love you, man. He says the Fallout TV show, we just came out with a new trailer. I don't know if anyone's interested in here, but Doom, have you seen the new trailer or any of the trailers for the Fallout show? And does this interest you?
Hell yes, it looks incredible. I'm so excited.
Looks so good.
I just am obsessed. I cannot wait.
Yep.
Right there with you.
I'm right there with you, Doom, too. I feel like this is going to be our Last of Us. Last of Us was a great show. It was a hit. Yep. And I've been saying for a long time, the right people, like the Nolan family's behind this. They got great actors. They got Walton Goggins is in this. They got great script writers. Like they went all out.
That line, what was it? It was, we all want to save the world. We just can't agree on how. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah. It made like my hair stand up on it. Like, oh my, yeah, great. Fantastic. Love it. Can't wait.
Ooh, so excited.
Yeah, everything about it looks incredible. My fiance
is
super into Fallout, so I'm excited to be able to sit down and watch that all at once because we'll be able to binge it because they're putting it all out at once. I believe.
Yeah, love it.
I think that's
sorry,
April 18th. Yeah. Is that also April 18th? I don't know. I think everything's April 18th for some reason.
April 11th, I got written down. Hopefully that's correct. So if that's not right, I'm sorry.
Do we know how many episodes it is by chance?
I don't know. I'm guessing 8. I'll be guessing 8 to 10.
Okay, that's pretty good.
10 max, right?
Good.
That's like the new thing.
Spread.
Yeah,
okay.
Which I'm okay with as long as the quality is there.
That's perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
If they're 40 minutes, then I reckon 10. But if they're 60 minutes,
like 55,
yeah,
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I feel like they nailed a sort of satirical kind of comedic angle of it.
Comedy,
but they also sell the drama. They really feel like they're threading the needle like the games do. So I'm very very interested in that when it comes out.
Yeah, I think it looks fantastic, man. Like I've been kind of following what's going on behind the scenes for a while. So OBM, what's going on, brother? I think it looks great. I'm super excited. But let's get into we've been here for a little while, so we probably should get into the main topic. Apologize, guys, if y'all came here to hear about the Xbox partner preview, but that's what we're talking about next. So yes, the Xbox partner preview showcase. What do you guys? I'll start with you. I'll switch it up. I'll start with you, Nerd. What do you think of the format of the show itself? Is it something that you
That was
think
great.
is good,
Yeah.
or what are your
I
thoughts?
loved it. I wasn't real big on the voiceover guy this time, but who cares?
I saw him online bragging too. That he's
I
like,
know.
That's me.
I felt bad.
You saw that?
I liked the tweet, and I was like, I feel bad because I was like, that sounds really bad.
You're like,
But
I like your tweet, but I didn't like your voice.
He only said like 3 things, so it's not a big deal. But like, I mean, it was. It's hard to complain about like just back to back trailers. I actually also appreciate like how every now, I know some people complain about it, but like every, I don't know, 7 or 8, they kind of pull back and they sort of show you, here's all the news from what we just showed you. Now we're going to go do the next 7 or 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that quite a bit because it's sort of like very clear exactly what was announced, and in case you missed anything. So I format wise, I thought it was, I mean, it's just perfect. I don't know what else to say about it, really.
Sure. Yeah. On the format side, Doom, what do you, before we go into your highlights and your low points of the show, what do you think about the format itself of the actual partner preview specifically?
I agree. Like a few things felt a little bit off. Like, yeah, definitely the voiceover was not a vibe at all. And I feel like a little bit of the heart was taken out of.
Really? Okay.
It felt different, and I don't know if it was because it was coming off that podcast episode, and that was the last thing that we heard from Xbox. But yeah, I don't know. It was different. And I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna like, go into like everyone's favorite things that they saw from the showcase next. So maybe that will make more sense to you why you were like, I don't know if I love this or not type of thing. But yeah, let's. Well, Dave, what do you think about the format too? Before I move on to the highlights of the show.
Oh, I like it. I think this is the second time that they've done this type thing.
Yeah.
That was short and sweet like this, and I think it's for what it is, being the partner showcase and to focus on partner stuff. Then yes, I think it's perfect, good to go. And just like I like the developers direct and its format, I love that for
Short
what
and sweet,
that
baby.
is. Exactly.
Yep.
And they're well, because you actually get a little more flair from the developers type thing. And then when it comes to the quote unquote summer festival and E3 time of year, I hope to see something like they've done in the past, like the last few years, especially like the even parts when like they have like a little more in-depth stuff, like with Paris, when he did that kind of those kind of little interviews and type things. I think are really cool because they're not so overwhelming and not so just drawn on, and they get to the point to get to the good stuff.
I'm glad you said that.
Going. That to me, I love it. So
yeah, I'm with you too, Dave. Like when they do any, like on the other shows, like Developer Directs and the Summer Showcase, when they do talk to the devs, it can't be too long. Like get in there, get as much good information from the devs as you can, get out, and then show the next reel. That's when they do that. Those are always everyone's favorite shows, and that's why the Developer Direct all of a sudden, when Xbox wasn't doing the best shows, everyone was loving it. And I don't think it's a coincidence, because pacing matters when it comes to these shows, because people's attention spans are garbage. You can blame TikTok on that one. But anyways, we could talk about the highlights for you guys personally out of the 14 games that were shown. And you can just go through the whole list of what you enjoyed, and then we'll come back around to everyone, and maybe you can tell us something that stood out that maybe was a low point for you in this showcase. So we'll start with you, Doom. What games are you looking forward to, or what were some of the highlights from the show that you saw?
There were 2 games that stood out to me, and I think because the reason why is just because of the type of game and my preferences, I suppose.
Sure.
I really enjoyed the Alters. I love a sci-fi game that's not horror, I suppose, more mystery, more action. And yeah, the Alters looked so good. And the idea behind it is, I think, genius. So really, really looking forward to that. And I loved the voice actor for the protagonist.
Yeah, definitely stood out.
definitely. It seemed really well polished, really well thought out, and I'll be looking forward to seeing some gameplay of that in the future. The other game, which is kind of a little bit different, Sleight of Hand. I think that the art style is so stunning, and I'm not ordinarily a stealthy kind of gamer. I'm actually traumatized by the very first Harry Potter game on PS1, where you had to like sneak in the library, and like Filch would like, I don't know, it just like really scared me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're all about. I'm all about confessions. You know what I mean? But anyway, stealth games, Sleight of Hand looks great. Yeah, there's those two games.
It's cool, like the whole noir look to it. Like it's got that like old school, you know, speakeasy type of feeling to it almost. Yeah.
Love it.
Kind of an arcane vibe to it too, like style wise.
Yeah, that's a good observation. Yeah, arcane. I could see that for sure.
I think it'll be not that kind of art style is what we're probably going to see in. Oh gosh, I've lost the name. Blade. Yeah. I think Blade's going to be along that line of styles. So
yeah, feels like it.
Really cool. Love that. What about you, Tavish? What was your
so you kind of stole one of mine.
Oh, sorry.
For sure.
I knew you were going Alterous. There was no doubt in my mind.
Although that logo is absolutely horrible.
Yeah, it's hard to read.
I didn't know what it said at first. I'm like, what? Like I was taking notes as it was going on. I'm like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, antlers.
What the antlers?
Yeah. But like the premise of it is just ingenious, because it's like you have your gameplay where you go out and you kind of do some like kind of immersive, spooky sort of environmental stuff, and it looks like you do some cool management stuff, not just like survival, like base management kind of stuff, but also managing where your base even is, because you have to sort of roll it out of the way of the sunlight and all that, or whatever counts as the sun, the star. Also, just like managing the
you
the altars,
and your other you. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, all those, you know, are really different kind of characters in a sense, and they all have different, obviously, backstories, really, and they all have different motivations and things they like, don't like, you know, all that kind of stuff. I think managing all of that and sort of seeing all the contrasts of like reflecting on the character that you could have become but didn't is just fascinating. It's also just a really clever and elegant way of like embracing sort of player autonomy, but also being able to like kind of give some backstory to your own character through the decisions that they've made in the past and didn't make.
Sure.
I think that's just incredibly clever. So
very excited in space, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. Hopefully better though. Multiple. I think that looks I'm so excited for that. Another one was, and I saw some people in the chat mentioning it, was the Berserker game. And I hate anime, by the way, but that looked incredible. That style was fantastic. Yeah, I'm very excited for that. That looked like a really cool kind of Souls game. All for that. So that was definitely a highlight. Let's see what else. Sleight of Hand looked pretty cool. It's not really my type of game normally, but because of just like how stylistic it looked, I was kind of like, okay, that's just interesting. So it kind of caught my my interest right out of the gate. So I'm excited about that. The Unknown 9, which is the one that they opened the show with, I thought that looked pretty cool. Kind of like Assassin's Creed, but also kind of Vanishers and some other stuff mixed in. So I was pretty interested in that. I've heard some people do some talk pretty well about it in previews. Some people in the press have already got a chance to play it. So that's pretty neat. The Roblox thing.
Chucky?
Well, Chucky, yeah. So I the only question I have about this is like, is this like a license that they've got for anybody who makes stuff in Roblox, like the Roblox company, whatever they call themselves?
That's a great question. Like,
Or
can
is it a
other people make
specific
versions
project?
of a Chucky game, basically?
Right. Or is it
Yeah.
if it's a specific project within Roblox, like within that sort of little ecosystem, which it kind of, I don't know, kind of looks like maybe that's what it is. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
And then somebody at that level is able to get any sort of license, even something, you know, like Chucky, like, then that is actually really impressive from a business point of view. Because I mean, Roblox is, it's really impressive in a lot of ways from a, you know, from a business sort of point of view. So
Yeah.
I think that, like, I looked at it and was like, what is this? This looks terrible.
I think we
And
all
then they
did.
and then they finally like, oh, I see. Okay, it's Roblox.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
whatever,
As soon as you see Roblox, you're like, oh, that's why it looks the way it looks.
Right. Yeah.
But
So
good for
you know,
you guys getting Chucky.
yeah. Oh, this one actually that you're showing on now, I forgot about this one. I didn't play the first Sinking City.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But I was always interested in it. This trailer looked really cool. So it did get, I know it's like C2, but it still got me like, okay, I'm in for this vibe. I think I might give this one a shot. So
yeah,
so those are
definitely looks
my highlights.
Nice. Dave, what about you, man? Anything stand out for you during the show?
Oh yeah, the definitely the first Berserker was probably the game that really has got me the most excited. I really liked that a lot. In the first game that we talked about,
Altars?
Yeah, no, the one with the 9 in it.
Oh yeah,
Unknown 9.
Unknown 9.
Unknown
Yeah,
9. Yeah,
unknown. What I was trying to say, but yes, that really I like that one as well. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that was appealing to me. Like I said, the only thing that didn't appeal to me was the Roblox thing, but it wasn't meant.
But you're a horror fan.
I am, and
I didn't like it either. I was like, I don't care.
But if doing something like that helps Roblox, which I mean, it's already huge. Don't get me wrong. We all know it.
Yeah.
But if it enables them to reach more people, or to get even more, or to satisfy an itch that the Roblox people were wanting to get, then I'm all for it. I mean, you know, you look at all the crossovers on something like a Dead by Daylight, or even, you know, Minecraft, you know, has all kinds of crossover stuff, and you can get Nintendo stuff, you know, in there. So it's I think it's pretty cool to do that. You know, it's not like it's, you know, saying, you know, this is how it is and you can't do anything else. You know, it's just an option. It just gives you more content, and you choose to use it or not is up to you. So that's but the more options are, the better. And then the Final Fantasy thing that's on the screen, which is cool. When this thing does come out, though, this free like bonus content that they're going to give you, if you want to do the free game, like playing it for free, do not download this from the perk store, because if you download it,
it's going to screw you.
It negates the free to play.
Really?
Oh wow!
Yes, because it throws you right into the pay plan. That's why they do it. It's trying to get you to, you know, go ahead and bite the bullet. So hey, if you go ahead and buy the game and pay a monthly fee, then you get all this cool bonus stuff, which is, it's nice. It's if you think you're going to do it. But for me, I want to casually play on this because I'm just playing with my kids who play it. I'm only, you know, level 70 to me is fine. They can get up to 100 and they can, you know, do all kinds of other great stuff. But for me, it's like I can get enough enjoyment and we can do enough quests together. I mean, literally thousands of things together without having to play the whole game or the whole content.
I've heard some people say that you can go up to like 300 hours if you're playing up to level 70. I don't know if that's true, but it's anywhere near that. That's more than enough to get plenty out of Final Fantasy 14, in my opinion.
There's certain, like, you know, mega bosses and campaigns and stuff that you can replay, and then every time you play them are going to be, could be a different outcome depending on what you do and stuff. You know, basically you're taking down a boss, and it's different, you know, tactics and ways you can do it.
Right.
Plus, even on the free to play, you can be multiple different jobs. So every job has its different, you know, things that you have to learn about it. So it's, you know, like I said, you get a lot of content for free if you continue to do it. So
Yeah,
It
good
popped
points.
up on the screen. This one, I thought, well, I'll make that point.
Yeah,
Hello.
no, that's a good point,
That's good
man.
to know. Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
actually looking into considering that
I was
as
too.
a starting point, and so
I'm not
that's
now.
definitely good to know. Yeah, same.
Yeah, no, you're not getting me that way. You almost got me. Yeah, appreciate that, Dave. That was definitely some good information there. Any other like highlights for you, Dave? Or
I mean, well, even like the Stalker thing that and by the way, it's now in Game Pass. That's great. There was maybe like what 6.
no, that
different
one's
things that
not.
were-
That one's not in.
It's not in Game
This
Pass.
one isn't in Game Pass. No,
No,
this is the
okay,
trilogy.
okay.
I think it's like
I
$40.
apologize.
I want to say.
But still, but it was available today or the day it
Right,
came out.
Shadow
Right.
Drop.
Yeah.
Shadow
Yeah.
Drop type thing.
Yep.
But but there was like 6 different titles on. I think that were on there that were going to be
Game Pass.
available day
Yep.
and date in Game Pass.
Yeah, it's
so that was kind of cool.
5 of them. Yep.
5. Sorry. This was my 6th in my head because I'm delusional. What?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I mean, I kind of thought it was going to be in there too, so I was actually surprised. But I get it. They're giving you, trying to get you hyped for
Heck yeah.
the next Stalker coming out. It makes sense. It's a smart move. I don't know how the hell they pulled this off and did this, like when all the
no kidding.
war and everything is going on. Like, where the hell did they find the time to pull this off? But they were able to do it. All right, I'll go through my highlights. I actually have a decent amount. This game is not one of them. Alters definitely gave me some, obviously Starfield vibes, and Multiplicity vibes. I think it's cool premise, like Tavish was saying. I think it's a good idea. I hopefully I'm gonna like it. I'm not sure. Sometimes with these types of games, I'm just like, I won't take care of somebody, or I don't know if you have to feed these people. I'm not sure, like how, like what extent this is going on, or if it's just making sure everyone stays in a good mood. Like, I really don't know. We talked about this game the other day, and we were saying, what happens? Can the original you die, and just you continue on with the other characters? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if there's a bunch of you, can they turn on you and kill you? Like, I don't know. I think there's a bunch of, I would kind of dig that, to be honest with you. If the original you just gets wiped out, and they just move on without you, and do whatever they're doing. But I love the whole tire thing, and the whole, like, you're dodging the sun the whole time. The tire premise is pretty cool though. It just looks like a really cool world. Creatures of Ava, or Ava, however you say that.
Oh yeah.
That one very very colorful. I'm getting Power World vibes from it. It just looks like a PG version of Power World, maybe a little safer for the children to play that one. I don't know. I think it looks interesting. I'll definitely check it out. That's one of them that's coming to Game Pass.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely interested. At least I'll certainly try it. I'm going to try everything that comes to Game Pass, no matter what. Roblox, Sinking City 2, kind of with you, Tavish. I thought the environment itself, I thought, looked really cool. I never played the first one, didn't really even know of the first one, so I thought that looked pretty cool. Obviously, they talked about Final Fantasy 14 Online, the Stalker trilogy. It's a cool ad. It's nice. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna get it. My back catalog is ridiculous. I sure as shit don't need to add 3 more to that list personally. I'll play Stalker 2 when it drops in the Game Pass.
Nice.
It was nice. It was nice that we got Persona 3. This is one thing I really like that they did for everybody, but kind of for the Eastern audience too. They say, hey, we still care. We're still backing up these Eastern games. With Persona 3 expansion pass, the next 3 passes are free for Game Pass Ultimate subscribers. I thought that was really
that's interesting.
I want to see more of that. It is very interesting because it's a little unusual. There's plenty of stuff perks, but it's usually very small cosmetic stuff. Some of this is cosmetic, don't get me wrong, but it's interesting to see that they're going down this road with Atlas and essentially giving these away to Game Pass Ultimate subscribers. But I like it, and I want to see more of it. So hopefully there'll be some, like we've joked about when Call of Duty comes out, as to differentiate yourself from a PlayStation player, from PlayStation to Xbox, to maybe give some DLC or some cosmetic stuff as a Game Pass Ultimate member. I don't know if they'll do that because it makes them a ton of money, but I would love to see something like that happen.
I think it's pretty interesting too, just because I think you are going to see more AAA publishers looking in the direction of following up a successful single player title with something that is expansion sort of in scope. I think
good.
This does look fantastic. This really looks fantastic. This looks really fantastic.
I'll move right on to this is the game for me. This is the one. And funny enough, I didn't hear about this game till I heard it was going to be shown. I don't know how I missed this trailer. I see all trailers.
TGA, they showed it, I think, right?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
I think it was.
It had to have been shown before. I just don't remember it I must have gone to the bathroom. I don't know. But the whole cell shaded look in like within the real world setting, this game has got my name written all over it. I love Elden Ring. This game's gonna kick your butt, I think. But like
looks crisp.
Dude, it looks crisp, and the creatures in this. I'm big on design. I love the look of this, man.
Oh yeah,
it just looks like fun. It just looks like a great game. So hopefully, I was really hoping this is going to be in Game Pass. It's not one of the Game Pass titles. That's okay.
Right.
I'm buying this game 100%. Yeah. Or
RHETRI, we have over 350 people in the chat right now.
Let's go.
Welcome out.
What's going on, guys?
So awesome. Thank you for joining us here with our wonderful guests, Doomcutie and NerdPropellant. And RHETRI, read what Post Up says.
Post Up says, "Is that NerdPropellant?"
It is.
Yes,
it is I. Hello,
yes,
Post.
It is.
Welcome, Post Up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sappho, that's a great point. She's I don't know if you're a girl or a guy, Sappho. I can't remember. I would love to see the metrics on how the Persona series performs in Game Pass. Atlas is still being in their game, so it must be bearing fruit. Yeah, I mean that's a great point.
Oh,
I would love to see those numbers too.
I forgot about some of these. Damn.
This game. So I'll move on from Berserker Kazan. That's my number one. This is maybe tied for my number two. Tales of Kenzara Zao. I've played it. It's amazing. You definitely, if you liked Ori, I will be shocked if you don't love this game. Fantastic story, a little kind of a tearjerker situation, nice. But it's smooth as butter. It's a lot of fun.
Move they just pulled too with the freezing the waterfall there. I love it.
That's my favorite. That the freezing in this. And I just played. God, I probably played only an hour and a half of the game because it was on beta or I think it was beta not too long ago. Nice. Fantastic game. So definitely, I know it's on a Game Pass. I thought maybe it would be, but it's only going to be $18. If you liked Ori, if you like those type of Metrovania, 2D, 2.5D side scrollers, this game is great. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I think it's priced accordingly for sure. Frostpunk 2, never played it. I'm going to try it. It's going to be on Game Pass, so I'm going to try it out to see if it's any good. But the other one that's probably tied for my second place is Path of the Goddess from Capcom. Really looking forward to this. Happy to see that Microsoft and Capcom are continuing their partnership. Clearly, we just got another day one game into Game Pass from Capcom. Because the last one was the dinosaur one, which I can never.
Exoprimal, I think.
Exoprimal, thank you. I can never remember the damn name of that. I didn't really enjoy Exoprimal. I actually made fun of it a little bit, but still, it's Capcom. That was disappointing for me personally. I know a lot of other people liked it. This game looks beautiful. It seems to be like meshing all kinds of different genres together too. So I'm all about Path of the Goddess. Hopefully it's going to be good. Coming day one to Game Pass. So looking forward to that. Weird thing is we didn't get any of the. We only got one date out of the 5 games for what was coming to Game Pass, and that was Frostpunk. It's coming to PC July 25th. The other ones supposedly coming 2024, except for Sleight of Hand. I think that's going to be 2025. But we'll have to see about that. But yeah, so those were the highlights for me. I guess I think I like the show more than a lot of other people. There was just what I liked about the show was variety. I felt like there was at least something here out of the 14 games for somebody. Like I'd be shocked if you watch this whole thing and you're like, I don't like any of them. There's nothing here for me to play. That would be sad. But Doomcutie, I know you were it sounded like you were a little bit lukewarm on this show. What games or what was here that you have absolutely no like what you were like, this is terrible. Like I don't even want to touch this game. Like what's your low point during this showcase?
She may not be back yet. She may not be back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the private chat. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Same question you Tavish. What didn't hit for you? Like what was your low point in the?
So you're not gonna like this, but the Path of the Goddess, I am not feeling that at all.
It's
I'll
fine.
be honest with you. But you know what's great about these shows though, is like, okay, so something doesn't hit for you. Who cares? Like, there's a bunch of other neat stuff to look at. Right. So like, something. It's the Roblox thing also was like, I don't know. This isn't anything I care about. But like, I think the very next game after that was something I was interested in. So I think the Zao or whatever was shown after that. So like, those are probably Path of the Goddess and the Roblox thing were really the only two that I didn't have any interest in at all.
Okay.
But
you don't like this. Yeah. This is meshing like tower defense though too. It's also
I'm not big
not
on
a tower defense
either, guy. I'll be honest. And no, I'm not
like
a tower defense guy either.
Okay,
that's not my.
Well,
not
I mean,
my
it makes sense now. All the it makes sense that you wouldn't like it. So
I wish it would have been Onimusha is what I wish, but it's not. So hey,
fair enough. Okay. Yeah. I mean, okay, that's fair. What about you, Dave? Is there anything that you saw here that you were just shaking your head? I think I know one of them. Sounded like Chucky might have been one.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Want to play?
I'll be your friend to the end. Yeah.
Heidi ho.
Don't trust dolls. Yeah. Is there anything else outside of Chucky that you were like, this is
No, everything else was, it was good. Every game can't be for everybody, but it was enough there. I thought was pretty cool. The Chucky one was the only one that, but again, that's not for me either, but it just, I don't know. I mean, the Chucky graphics were, I guess, more upscaled high res than the Roblox characters. So
right. Like Chucky looked fine. While he was stabbing pixelated characters, it was a little odd. I love that you noticed that.
Lego men, yeah.
But then again, if it's for little kids, I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Yeah. I hear you. For me, I should have liked the Chucky. I just don't care about Roblox. It's the setting. If Chucky had his like own game or something, I'd be all about it. I'm a horror guy, so. But yeah, I was just laughing at this. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But for me, I thought, and I got some backlash on this, and I'm not a monster truck hater. I've been to the shows. I'm a monster for saying this. I thought that looked boring as shit. I thought, like, I was staring at it and I'm going, there's nothing redeeming about driving these monster trucks. It just looks boring.
Retri, you need to turn in your redneck card, mister.
I'm in this.
Put that padlock.
I can't.
Put that padlock on.
I'm in South Carolina.
Get out.
I can't say that too loudly. I will literally get shot here. If I say anything bad about NASCAR, I'm in deep fucking trouble. But yeah, it just not for me. Not for me. Monster Jam looks boring. But a lot of these games, a lot of them looked fantastic. So outside of Chucky and the Monster Jam, like I could see myself. I'm going through the list. I could see myself playing every single one of these. Really.
See now, if the Monster Jam truck game thing, if that was the next expansion to Forza Horizon 5, I don't, because it kind of like when I was watching, I could almost imagine this. I could almost imagine. I told myself, I bet I would give this a chance in that scenario. So then I kind of felt bad because I feel like I'm just kind of, But it's like, well, if that's the whole game, then I don't know. If it was like a $30 game, I might be interested in it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, hey, not every game's for everybody, right? I'm sorry if you like monster trucks. It's fine. I thought it looked terrible. Look, guys, she's wearing real clothes, unlike other game PlayStation bought exclusivity too.
You mean clothes in general, really?
Stella Yams? Yeah. You talking about Stella Yams, Sappho? I feel like you might be. Yeah.
Oh, I think that's
yes,
right.
Rachie. Exactly, dude. Monster Jam would have been an Xbox game with gold included. Exactly, dude. That's what I saw. I love that you said that. Poor games with gold. I don't know if Doom's back. It doesn't look like it yet. But we move on to, I don't know, sad news to me, maybe not to some, but I don't know if anyone cares about this, but Rooster Teeth shut down. So the creators of Red versus Blue, Ruby, and some other animated shows is no longer. Warner Brothers shut them down, I think, after something like over 20, I think it was like 21 years they've been around, which makes me feel old. But if you never watched the Halo Red versus Blue show, definitely great. Should. It is so funny. That's my favorite out of everything.
Much better
Rooster
than the
Teeth
Paramount stuff so far, right? At least season 1, much better than season 1.
Without a doubt.
It's funny 100%. For the right reasons. It's not.
It's funny for right,
reasons.
Not for right. Absolutely, Tavish. It's funny for the right reasons. It's trying to be funny. Just really good stuff. Red versus Blue. God, I love that show. But yeah, so they folded. So another one bites the dust. It's sad to see. Thanks, WB. I don't know what's going on over there at Warner Brothers Discovery, but they seem to be hurting. So Xbox, do your thing. Welcome back. Welcome back.
You love it?
Thank you. I was just gonna say, this is very bro, isn't it? Like, I've seen some of these episodes, and I'm like, this is like brotherhood culture of
100%.
Oh yeah,
100%. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I miss this show so much. Homeless Bird just became a member again of the Droid. Welcome to the Gamers Council. Love that name, Homeless Bird. I don't know why. Easily entertained.
Yes, you are.
Jim. Yes, I am. I definitely am. Where was that? What was that one with the Jim Ryan thing?
It was his membership earlier. I hit the wrong button.
Oh, okay. All right. Excellent.
See, like I just did again. Damn it.
Did we say that one earlier? Did I?
We saved this one. How about this one? Yeah, you did.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, Abdel says Doomcutie. There you go. Yeah, very clever, Abdel.
Earlier.
Very clever.
Soon, very soon.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes. So my next piece of news is Deviation Games. Deviation Games, the studio that partnered with PlayStation, has shut down just a few years after saying its Sony collaboration would bring complete financial security. I don't know why I just laughed. That was a dickhead thing to do. It just feels a little ironic that they would say that. So yeah, another one bites the dust. I know this isn't like, people are arguing online. Is it Sony's fault? Blah, blah, blah. Then they not back up Deviation Games enough. I don't know. But Doom, what's your whole take on Deviation Games folding? Is this I mean, we don't even know what they were working on. That's the other thing. Like we absolutely no clue. So we don't actually know what we missed out on, except for, I believe it was supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be a live service game, right? Yeah. So shocking. Another one got canceled. I guess it's really hard to do that. But you got anything to add to this Deviation Games shutdown?
Look, I think we've lost a lot of good people in the last 4 months, 5 months, 6 months to the closure of some of our, or the culling of some of our favorite studios. It's even hit us here in Australia, which has been, really awful. But I do find it funny that this was announced by Alec Hunstad, who was a senior character artist for Deviation Games, and I'm a little bit confused as to, like, it didn't. That's the only reason why it was really leaked. So, I just, I find it funny.
Did he post it? Because the first time I saw it was somebody was talking about their LinkedIn. Was he the one on the LinkedIn
post on LinkedIn? I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
that was.
So yeah, I don't know. It seemed like it was a nothing. Like there was nothing to kind of look forward to. We hadn't seen anything. I mean, it's sad that people lost their jobs, but I guess we didn't really. There was nothing there to mourn except for
people's jobs, right? Yeah, because I did try to look them up just to see what their numbers were. Last numbers I could find was like barely over 100, but that was 2021, and I do know that they talked about how they expanded. I don't know if it expanded from the 100 or if the 100 is what they expanded to. So I know at least 100 people are out of work here. Tavish, you got anything to add to this whole Deviation Games thing?
I mean, the writing was a little bit on the wall, right? I mean, they had their founder, I think his name is Jason Blundell, if I recall, who left, I want to say last summer, but I could be wrong on that. And then if I recall, also in the fall, their project with Sony was reportedly basically canceled, is what if I'm remembering that right. So, I mean, at that point, there was also a bunch of, prior to that, they had a bunch of pictures and stuff with PlayStation people sort of on their profiles on Twitter and everything, and they had some like sort of call outs to working with Sony there as well. That all got removed around that time. So
right.
And then I think there was a leak or somebody had said something about how they were canceling that. So I think that was probably the very first thing that Totoki did in October when he came in, was look at a whole tranche of games, and that was probably one of the first ones that he said, okay, well, we're not going to back this. Sorry, we're not. We need to narrow our focus a little bit.
Another Halo killer, he says. yeah. Oops. Yeah.
That was supposed to be the Call of Duty killer. That was supposed to be the one that, we don't need Call of Duty. We have this from these, a bunch of people who got fired from Call of Duty before.
Who needs Call of Duty when we got the Bungies, Wake, wake. Yeah. It's working out great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's sad to see. I don't like anybody losing their jobs. I don't care where they're coming from or where they're employed. It sucks. It sucks, man. Like this year has been pretty historically bad for layoffs in this industry. It feels like a bounce back from overhiring and just going maybe too hard on live service, but it is what it is. Dave, do you have anything to add to this Deviation Games topic before we move on to the next subject? Or
not really. Okay. I'm ready to get on to
ready
our
to move
story.
on. Yeah. What was the cover? What are you talking about? Ghost of Tsushima? I don't know why I can never say Tsushima. So yeah, Ghost of Tsushima coming to PC May 16th. And in case you forgot, Horizon Forbidden West is coming March 21st. And I just added that to put more salt in the wound. So delaying, we're seeing this whole like PlayStation realizing they probably should have put their stuff on PC day one, or at least that's what I feel is happening. We've heard the CEO basically kind of open up and say that they need to go to other platforms. But what do you think? What do you think about this, Doom? What do you think about PlayStation bringing their stuff over to PC? And do you think maybe they're wising up to doing this quicker? Because this is a 4-year-old game. I think it was 2020 when it came out. So do you think Sony might be wising up when they see what's Helldivers 2? The success of that? Do you think that they'll continue to do stuff like that for PC releases? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. I think, and it's actually really funny because I first started playing games on a PC, and that was always where I felt like gaming came from. And then all of a sudden there's these console wars, and I feel like it's everyone's kind of moving back to PC because it's always been a universal gaming machine for gamers. And
Sure.
I love it. Not that Ghost of Tsushima
See, it is hard to say.
Not that it's really up my alley, but again, like I'm always you know, I'm there for it. Like I'm happy that gamers get to play on PC. I just hope that it launches smoothly, unlike some other PC launches that shall not be named. So I mean, I do worry about the quality of the ports because there's never been an issue from the Xbox side, but there's been quite a few issues porting things from console to PC. So I guess it remains to be seen how that works. But yeah, like I don't think it's too late for them to be putting things on PC. I just think because they have different processes, like it's just it's going to take some time. But like I said, I'm a little bit hesitant about some of their releases. So
yeah, fair enough. And you're definitely not wrong to be like hesitant about their track record. Sony, I mean, if anyone was paying attention, Sony has not been doing that great on their PC ports, to be honest with you. If you actually look at the history between like Spider-Man, God of War,
Last of Us,
Days Gone, the Last of Us specifically, Ratchet and Clank, Returnal, almost every single one of those had some major issues, like with frame rates, stuttering, other blackface for fuck's sakes. There was some serious shit going on. I'm just like, how did this pass quality control? So hopefully Nixxes will get their shit together on this port and do it justice. Because I think this is a fantastic game. I really enjoyed it. I played on the PlayStation 5. It's beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. But Tavish, what's your whole take on? I know Tavish. I know you definitely are pro sharing the games and putting them on PC. But what's your whole take on Sony going more to PC and just seeing more of this stuff happen? And do you see a world where they will do more day one stuff like Helldivers?
Yeah, I think that this there was some leaks or a leak. Not even there's the NVIDIA leak, which is of course proving to be more true every single year. Going down the list, which suggests that there's a bunch of other games also coming at some point. And there was another, I don't know if you call it a leak. There was somebody on Reddit who claims they anonymously work at Nixxes, who says that there's lots of other games coming, GT7, God of War, those kinds of things. They claim that these all are almost all these are coming. Demon's
I mean,
Souls
I feel like they already put the other God of War. Like it's
right.
It's obvious that one's gonna come. Yeah, Ragnarok definitely makes sense. But
they basically said like the whole slate's coming. So and they said it's coming this year, which is interesting. This is Spider-Man 2 will be early next year, so we'll see if that plays out. I think I mean we've heard Totoki say specifically, in the past it was the case that we would try to hoard these games and keep them off of PC specifically to try to promote the console, but that's changed. He's now saying that is no longer how we're going to operate. So I suspect that, the plan has been for a while to put these all out on PC. This group right here, the slate on PC, I suspect they're going to go ahead and do the best they can with that approach. I think Ghost of Tsushima will do relatively well, better than maybe some of their other games, but I still think that it's going to be a little bit of a uphill battle. I mean, maybe
4 years
is
a long time, bro.
Right. I mean,
the rush
to be
is
fair, though,
way done.
To be fair, though, look how they're responding to a 6-year-old Sea of Thieves on PlayStation. I don't know. Maybe sometimes
that's a great point. That's a great point.
But then at the same time,
but it's on the reverse though.
Right.
That's like one's going to PC, one's going to their system. Right. They're already at.
True.
I'm saying like for PC players, I don't know if I believe that they can. I don't think Ghost of Tsushima. I think it'll do okay. But my point is, if that came out day one on PC, I think it would have done gangbusters.
Oh yeah,
I think it would have absolutely killed.
Oh yeah,
so I think they're just leaving money on the table.
I think all of these games would have done significantly better. Like you said, almost all of them have frankly kind of bombed up until Helldivers. I think the first God of War, if I recall, did kind of okay, but the rest of them really did not do well. And I think you're 100% right. If those would have been day one, it would have been a completely different story. I think that I suspect I think either, and it's not technically an internal first party, but it's sort of second party, whatever you want to call it. I think either Death Stranding 2 next year becomes the first day and date PC, and if not that, I think it's almost certainly going to be Wolverine the next year. I don't think that they want to have another major single player launch that's not day one on PC if they can. And we already know that Insomniac has that in the cards, obviously, already anyway. One thing I think is really interesting, not to like take this off topic or anything, but I think it's amusing to think about the idea of all of PlayStation's games being on first party stuff being on Steam. And then the idea of, there's been some sort of murmurs from certain individuals suggesting that maybe the next Xbox will be an open platform, which means you'll be able to play. It'll just be a PC you put underneath your TV and you'll be able to play Steam, right?
Yeah.
And then in 2026, late 2026 or whatever, whenever Wolverine ships day one on PC, we might have a launch title for our next Xbox named Wolverine. You can just load it right up. I mean, and it'd probably be the best version because it would be on the more up-to-date hardware, and would be quite amusing. But who knows? I think
would be kind of amusing. And I would love that. I think a lot of people would love that, right? They would love that. Yeah. The Utopia has always been the universal machine that can play everything, right?
Yeah.
Which everyone's going to be like, well, that's a PC. But yeah.
What was the two human guy's name? Dennis. Anybody remember his last name?
Oh, God, no.
But he had this thing where he talked about, there'll be a one console future, and everybody laughed at him. But, he might be right. Who knows?
He was just way, way, way ahead of his time. Like just too early, man. Yeah, maybe it'll happen. I don't know, but like I think Sony's seeing, okay, we got 50 million units for PlayStation, and Steam alone, not including any other. The other platforms has 120 million users. You should ignore that. That's a big number. And that's just Steam. So I think it's just smart for them to put these things over. I like that you mentioned Wolverine too as possibly being like one of the first, because we know they're paying out the ass for licensing. Once we saw what they were paying for licensing, I was like, oh my God. How are you making money on this? How the hell are you making money on Spider-Man? And maybe they're not. Maybe it's a loss leader, and they're just taking it to get people into the ecosystem. I don't know.
That's it. Thank you, other fellow nerd and other legends. The other thing I wanted to ask you guys is what do you think about the idea of Sony? They could use a little bit of a bigger splash on PC, right? They could use a little more attention, a little bit of a network effect could really help them out. Xbox should reach out and try to get some Game Pass deals for Game Pass PC, like they did with Death Stranding 1.
I'm not. What? I would be against that. Dave, come on, man.
Dave's like, no, we don't want more games.
No. Well, Death Stranding 1 was an anomaly.
Well, yes, it was.
Sure, it was 505.
They didn't have the put it this way, Sony wasn't thinking ahead. that the actual publisher would do that out from underneath them, and they did,
right?
Which I don't blame them.
Good for you, 505.
Exactly. So they've got it in their newer contracts as they go forward in the PC development. That I believe those kind of things won't happen in the future. So that's all I'm saying.
Well, I think Sony is certainly going to be the one who retains the publishing rights sort of indefinitely, right? But I think I could see a world where Microsoft says, look, what do you lose by us giving you a bunch of money and you reaching more gamers, right? And if that's up to, I think that would be more on the end of
because you gained subscribers, Tavish, and we don't want to help you.
Brand.
Go fuck yourself.
I don't think Totoki gives a crap about the PlayStation as a brand at this point.
But what about all those fanboys?
Yeah,
they'd be so upset.
I mean, Totoki did say your margins suck. They've been.
I mean, they've known the Ghost of Tsushima was coming forever, and they lost their shit over that. Absolutely lost their shit over that. It's like
they still have their exclusive Jim Ryan cookies or whatever. That's fine. They can have those.
Jim Ryan cookies. Yeah. I don't know. I think that was the last subject that I had, Dave. I didn't know if you had anything else to put in for tonight. I know sometimes you like to throw a curveball and throw in something spicy.
Only itty bitty, tiny little curveball we can throw here at the as we wrap things up. And this is just because I was just curious as to what people actually thought about this.
Is it the other game, Hellblade 2? Or okay.
Apparently it's sold out
for this until I saw the fucking price. I was like, wait, because I actually tweeted this out, and then later I heard what the price was. I was like, it's $700. Wow. I should have deleted it because I didn't want to push that out so people would buy a $700.
$699 US.
So crazy.
Hell yeah!
I mean, good for them. Yeah, exactly. I would like to see more of this. I just don't. The price point is like, dude, come on, man.
Why not make it a wrap? Like, I don't know. Why not just sell that as a regular box so you put a wrap on it?
The 50. That's why I love the wrap idea. Like, make it for all kinds of games. What was the wraps? Were $50? Is that what the wrap cost was? That. That's a great way to constantly change the look of your Series X. So
Doom. Do you like SpongeBob, Doom?
I like the SpongeBob's.
I mean,
that's a no. She's like, how do I say this nicely?
No, you know what? The thing is, right? These are really awesome collaborations, and I'm a fan of a limited edition controller.
Yes,
but a lot of this stuff, a lot of these competitions aren't available for Australians to enter. So,
this is stuff you purchase, not even a contest.
Yeah,
you can win this for a great $700 in your country. I don't know, what was it, $800? I don't know what the hell it would cost. Like that's
awesome.
But go ahead.
No, but we can't buy a lot of this stuff. Like I couldn't buy an Xbox toaster. You know?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No logo for you on your toast. Bullshit.
I know. Yeah. Absolutely. I've been ripped off. Like I'm quitting. I'm gonna throw my Xbox in the bin.
Exactly.
Heard it here first.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cute. It's cute. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, he's square. It's Xbox.
I mean, it fits.
Rectangle.
It definitely fits, Dave.
He lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just saying.
I mean, if I were a kid, I would love this. I mean, it's a great looking.
These 4 games go all multiplayer. You might as well just throw your Xbox in the ocean anyway, right? That's what I hear.
Absolutely. hey, rumor is Hellblade 2 is going next. So
Jez already killed that rumor, by the way.
I know.
No.
Read that, RHETRI.
I was just being a dick. It's $2,000 on eBay now.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Now I feel stupid
for laughing at the
$700 price point.
Holy dumbass! I should have bought one.
We can't have nice things.
Yeah. Damn.
I mean, at least they're trying different stuff. I mean, a lot of people would say they wish they had a Starfield edition like this in the box. Although I think people probably would have been pissed if they charged that much for it.
Oh yeah.
If it's Starfield, they would have found any reason under the barcode could have been crooked and they would have threw a fit. Like,
that's
they
true.
would find any reason to make a thing out of it.
Look, I just didn't know SpongeBob fans were so cashed up,
Apparently.
Your little kid's taking your mommy's credit card and that shit's getting bought.
Absolutely not.
Oh goodness. Well, guys, man, wow, awesome. We still have 350 strong in the chat. Thank you all so much for being here. Before we go around the horn, and we are to get everybody's outros, as it were. I do want to let you know, if you want to stick around, and if you don't leave, just stay on this channel. In this chat, you will automatically be taken over to Plume Network, and because he has a show which is just now getting ready to start here in a few minutes. And he's got some good more Xbox topics tonight. So if you want to just stick around and enjoy that, just make sure in the chat, you don't have to, but if you want to, for fun, just run in there, that we rated them. The Gamers Council is rating his show.
Yes.
But yeah, so yeah, it's a lot of fun. He's a great guy, and man, so many great members of the community that came out, and I was hoping to announce who the people who's going to be on next week's show, but we haven't got a final commitment for them. I'll get that hopefully from them in the next day or so. So, but stick around. We have a lot of great guests coming up in the future as well. Of course, we definitely want to have Doomcutie back on in the future, and Doom, we love having you here as well as Tavish too. So please, Doomcutie, please tell everybody where they can reach out to you, where they can find you, and where they can find such amazing shows that you put out.
Oh, thank you so much. Obviously, RHETRI, WEBDAVE, and Tavish, thanks so much for being my podcasting buddies today. Love that. And the chat, you've been awesome. Love seeing your funny anecdotes, and you make the show better. So thank you.
Absolutely.
You can find me over on X or Twitter, whatever you call it, Doomcutie _. You can find me on my podcast, Confessions of a Gamer Girl, over on YouTube. And I'm also on Instagram. I don't know if y'all are on Instagram, but if you find it, you can look up Doomcutie. I'm there too. And yeah, lovely to be here. I will be live this. I think it's like Wednesday, 1 a.m. Pacific time. It's a good time for Australians. It's like 8 p.m. for us. But yeah, so maybe some of you night owls can come by. And even if you don't catch us live, you can always watch it after the fact. We always reply to comments. So yeah, great show, guys.
Thank you. And thank you so much for being here. Like I said, we do love having you on. Doomcutie is very informative. She is a definite gamer, so there's no no.
Yeah,
she can smoke anybody in the room.
She's awesome
on playing Forza. I guarantee you that you're not going to win against her. Don't even try. But she'll give you a good challenge. She burns you, but I'm telling you, so it's always a pleasure having you on here. Great perspective, and fun, entertaining, and just an all around good person. And that's what we love here. And this community is amazing.
You're gonna make me cry, honey. Oh my god!
Oh, it's true, darling. It's true. I'm telling you. So please go over and give her a like to her channel, and hopefully we've convinced her that in the future she needs to have some merch so we can all be supporting those cool stuff.
Well, yeah.
You let us know. We'll promote it when it happens.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. And of course, Tavish, NerdPropellant. Tell everybody about your awesome Etsy store and how they can find it, and what's some of the cool deals, and of course, the amazing discounts you'll get from us.
Yeah. So make sure you guys check out the description of this video for a link to the Etsy shop. If you just go to Etsy and just search for NerdPropellant. You should be able to find my shop pretty easily. It's got all sorts of cool gamer stuff, some props that you can sort of, especially if you're in a Sea of Thieves and you want to show off in front of your new PlayStation 5 playing friends. You can buy some cool Sea of Thieves merch. We also have a whole bunch, probably 30 or 35 or so different light boxes, which are pretty slick looking little devices you can kind of hook up and on your wall or a desk or something and kind of light up. You'll see it when you go and you check it out. Definitely pretty cool. If you do buy something, make sure that you guys use the coupon code Gamers Council, all caps, all one. I believe it's all one word, correct, Dave? Is that right?
That is correct.
All one word. Yep. And he's going to have that, I think, also listed in the description as well. And that gives you 20% off whatever your order is. We will ship everywhere in the world except for Germany, only because there's a weird legal quirk about Germany that slows things down. In a kind of a crazy way, but everywhere else we ship, no problem. If you have questions, you can reach me there, or you can find me on Twitter, or I don't like saying X. I don't want to validate.
Yeah, it's Twitter.
I'm going to say Twitter. But you can find me at NerdPropellant, as you can kind of see on the screen there, all one word. And my DMs are open if you have questions about any merchandise or Etsy stuff, or if you just want to bug me with about my stupid gaming takes, feel free to do so.
Whatever.
There you go.
Well, that's why I had you back on, dude, because we enjoyed your takes the last time. So there.
Yeah, good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
I'll work harder next time to prevent that.
Whatever. Oh, goodness. Hey, Epic Treasure just jumped in. Hey, Epic.
Oh, by the way, before Epic, I did just get, I just had someone say, you got to get Epic. No shit. I have a text right here that says you got to get Epic Treasure back on the show. So Come
She
on
knows.
down.
We've talked about it.
I know you guys are talking.
Hey.
Yeah.
There's no way she's coming on here. Okay, she's not going to come on here before she comes on to Confessions of a Gamer Girl. All right.
Now you have to come here
she
first.
definitely needs to get on your show. That is for sure.
No.
Come on. We got to win. I like winning, Epic. I don't like losing. Come to the show first. You can go to there. You can go there later. I'm just kidding. I don't care.
No, Epic has been here before, and Epic is always welcome back. But definitely, Epic needs to be with the Doomcutie on her show at least once, because I'm telling you, she'll fit right in. And of course, the next time 100%. Epic you are on, you make sure you understand that you can say whatever you want. She was so restrained the last time. It's like,
we heard. I heard behind the scenes that you wanted to be more out. Fuck, piss, shit, say it all. Like,
wow.
come on. Hey, we're at the end of this episode. I think we're safe. Come on down, Epic.
Anyway, but anyway, thank you. The F-bomb, yes.
Yes, the F-bomb is good.
But anyway, so actually, thank you so much for being here, everybody. And as we wrap things up, I definitely want to throw this to RHETRI, because his new show starts very, very soon.
Yes.
So, and I put the link in there too. So please make sure you check it out. I know your first guest is who?
Dirt Griggity. Absolutely. So next Saturday, the first episode of the Aim Down Sights podcast with Red Dead Panda and Next Gen Nero. We're going to be doing our first episode ever, guys. So make sure you stop by next Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's on the Game Pass Daily channel, obviously. And we will be with Dirt Griggity. And we're going to have a bunch of other guests, obviously, as time goes on. So we're going to be we've been talking a lot. We've been talking a lot of shit, Abdel, as you know. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a ton of fun. Looking forward to it, man. But yeah, you guys could obviously find me on the Twitters, Game Pass _daily, and of course Game Pass Daily on YouTube. And thank you guys. A lot of people showed up tonight. It was fantastic turnout. We're here because you guys keep showing up. It makes us a lot easier, and we appreciate it. Trust me, more than you could possibly know. It was just a great time. Thank you, Doomcutie, as always, for being on the show. Tavish, thank you, brother, for coming back. I'm glad we didn't scare you away. And Dave, I love you, man. So that's all.
Right back at you, buddy. Thanks to everybody for joining us here on the Gamers Council.